You know, I should have seen that coming. Hey guys, what's up? It's Jimmy, and today we're taking a look at Yoshi's New Island for the Nintendo 3DS. You could say Yoshi's New Island is Nintendo's latest attempt at reviving an old IP, but it feels more like a remake rather than a revival, even though they do sort of mean similar things. The original Yoshi's Island for the Super Nintendo is a favorite among many longtime Nintendo enthusiasts. But that's the key word there, long time. I know it's more like 2 words, just let me have my segue. The word new, at least in terms of Nintendo game titles, is one of those words I'm just flat out tired of hearing at this point. It seems that to them, new means new to you, and the you in that phrase is their younger audience. A large portion of that audience probably never experienced a lot of these past titles, and that's probably what they're hoping for. We all know Nintendo's in love with this word new. They slapped it onto 4 installments of New Super Mario Bros., and by the 2nd installment, let alone the 4th, should that new really be in the title anymore? I definitely think the biggest flaw of Yoshi's New Island is the fact that it focuses way too much on trying to stir up nostalgia for older fans. It uses every single aspect of the original Yoshi's Island while claiming to be a new game. Instead of telling us your game is new, why not actually show us a new game from scratch, Nintendo? If the developers opted not to limit themselves to Yoshi's Island source material as the basis for their game, then I definitely think we could have had a really great game on our hands. When I was writing my review originally, I was listing the aspects of the game that I enjoyed. I then slowly began to realize that practically every good aspect of Yoshi's New Island can be attributed right back to the original almost to a T, and because of that, does this game really need to exist? I know it sounds overly negative, but it's sort of true. And the sad part is, I really wanted to like this game. I was very excited when it was announced, and I was intrigued to see what new things they do with the Yoshi's Island formula. Needless to say, I was very disappointed to see almost nothing new was attempted. My only remaining pro for the game at that point was that I was always having fun while playing it. I always say, at least to myself, that if a game is fun to play, then it will never be awful. However, that doesn't mean it can't be a huge letdown, and I think that's just what Yoshi's New Island is for me personally. Even after all that though, I'm still feeling very conflicted. I really like the game's art style and the soundtrack, though I could have done without the over-reliance on obnoxious kazoos. Every model has this weird paint-like finish to it, and it looks beautiful. The 3D for a 2D platformer is also pretty well done. However, that doesn't seem to be enough justification for it to be considered a good game. So I guess what I'm saying here is, am I alone on this? I've heard tons of opinions from people completely panning the game, and others who think it's really great. I'm going to assume that I'm not the only one that found this game to be pretty mediocre, but I guess I'll have to just wait and see. All I have left to say is that they better not screw up that Yarn Yoshi game too. I'm really excited about that. And can somebody explain what the hell happens to Yoshi's organs when he becomes a drill? I think it's time for a nap.